What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Nebula Racing League. I am Andres Nino, or AF Nino, as you all know me for. We are in round 11 in the Hungarian. Oh, forgot to introduce my partner in crime in the commentary box. It's Zach, or as you know, it's Zesty Oranges.
Hello, hello. Welcome. Yes, welcome to Hungary for round number 11 for the
Yep.
championship.
Yep, it is round number 11 in the championship. Obviously, it was 2 weeks ago, right? We were in Silverstone, and it was Jem Bullet-Bassi who took a decisive win there, ahead of Craig Baxter, who Craig Baxter is currently the championship leader. I think they're coming out for the quali session, are they now?
Yes, I think, yep, Q1 is starting.
Okay, so I will switch the
up
screen.
at the end of the pit lane now.
I will switch the screen.
They're all eager to get out ahead of one
Yeah.
another and get
Who's that
Craig
ahead?
versus Kean.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh dear.
Oh wow. Well, that's the pressure of trying to get out first. It's Craig who wins that battle. I think Kieran fell behind. Who was that he fell behind? Was that Sam?
Sam.
Yeah, Sam Carpenter. He fell behind.
Craig from Sam.
Yeah. So immediately we have like the battle coming out the pits is just you know, getting that clear air is important to make sure you get that fastest lap. I'm hearing that we've only having one quali session. Is that correct?
I think it's 2. We're gonna have the top 8 are going to advance into Q2.
Yes, because last week it was the top 10 because we had more races. Today we only have 13 running, so we will have the first quali session. We will determine the bottom 5, and then the top 8 will go into the shootout in the second quali session. So
I have just seen Lorenz has just started playing rFactor 2, so.
Oh, so is he joining late? Okay,
yes,
so if he is joining, then he'll be from the back of the grid. So
yeah, he does have a back of the grid anyway for
okay.
allocating.
All right, so we shall see. We shall see. We might have a 14th runner there. So okay, let's go on board with Craig. He's just starting his timed lap.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, we know it's really the top 2 with Jem Bullet-Bassi and Craig Baxter. Really the 2 fastest guys here. Who do you think can come out on top here, especially in the quali session?
It's probably Jem. Looking at the practice times, he's probably had about a tenth or 2 over Craig, and so if he can replicate that time, he should get out on top and grab pole position.
Okay, nice. So we're saying Jem has the advantage in the qualifying. You think will be the same in the race?
Possibly. It's Hungary, so it's quite difficult to overtake.
Yeah,
especially in the second sector with the S's. So if he can just maintain the gap and keep himself out in front, he should come in with another win.
Okay. Do you have any? I'm just asking. Do you have your chat open? Because my chat's not working on the stream.
On the stream, yeah, we've got. Yes, we do. We've got Jake saying I can't do it.
Okay. All right. Because my chat's still loading, so I don't know if me refreshing will affect the stream, so I don't want to do that. As we look at Craig, he's just about to finish his lap. He does a 1:17.713. We'll go to Sam. He does he goes nearly 3 tenths slower. Kian goes 3rd. He goes 4 tenths slower than Craig. So we see, our first set of lap times coming in. Obviously, the one talking point we'll probably talking about the most is who's going to get that 3rd place. So who do you think will get that final podium position? You look at the normal drivers. You think Scott Davidson, being Baxter's teammate. Think Sam Carpenter will be up there. Who do you think has the edge here?
Yeah, it's probably maybe Kieran, Sam, even Ken as well. Scott definitely will be up there. So it'll be quite close up there. Aiden Paulson seems to get a lot of pace in the last 5 minutes of qualifying and between qualifying and the race. So he's always a surprise package. So he may even come out with 3rd.
Nice. So I just want to go on board Jem. Did he not come out? Is he on a lap now? Yes, he is on lap now. Okay, so he was one of the late leaving the pit box. He's wanting to find his own gap around the track to try and set a faster lap, and he does set a fastest first sector, 27.2. I'm hearing that Hungarian has a very high tire wear. So what number of stops are we looking at during the race?
Yeah, it'll be different. It might be 2 or 3 stop depending on your tire wear. So people who run quite high camber are probably going to have quite a few more stops than other people. Sam was joking about a 5 stop, but I don't think it'll get that extreme.
No, because I was thinking like, surely not. This has to be a joke. But are we seeing maybe because last time in Silverstone we were what was it, like more of a 2-stop strategy most of the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So could we see 3 stoppers here?
I probably would lean towards a 3 stop rather than 2 stop, as Jem only goes 5th.
Jem only goes 5th. Okay, he's 4 tenths down on Craig. I want to see if that was maybe a botched lap. Maybe he caught himself in traffic. We didn't quite see it there. We'll go. Okay, that's Craig off the track. What's happened there? He's had an off. He's back into the garage. Let's. Who do you want to go on board with? Was that Sam off the track? He's back in the garage as well. I think he had an off as well.
There's a few offs. I think Aiden Paulson was going pretty quick. He went purple in the first sector.
Okay, let's go on board with Aiden Paulson.
I think he's back in the garage though.
Okay.
Yeah, I know he's back out on track now. I think he abandoned that lap.
Alright, he abandoned that lap.
Craig's gone purple in the first sector.
Nice. But I think that he just left the garage, didn't he? So, yeah. Is he not? Yeah. Alright. So let's currently discuss the standings. Alright, we have just over 6 minutes left. Baxter currently in first place. Chadwick in second. Obviously, with Jem Bollet-Bassi only in 5th. So we have Carpenter 3rd, Keon White in 4th. Obviously, Bollet-Bassi in 5th. Scott Davis in 6th. You kind of want to expect higher than him for him. Max Shepard 7th. He wasn't in Silverstone, so we want to see how he performs. Andrew Smith in 8th. We have Alan Crane in 9th. Daniel Maywood in 10th. And obviously, the top 8 make the second qualifying session this time. So the 8th will be the position we look at for most of the time. And currently occupying that spot is Andrew Smith. Sorry, Zach, I interrupted you.
I was just going to say it's going to get very jumbled up here as towards the end of the qualifying session, because we're going to have, especially the 2 Phoenix cars, Paulson and Bracky, should be looking to get into Q2.
Yes.
So as the track is constantly improving, we've got Lorenz now in the game. So he's going to have, well, actually he's got a back grid, so he won't be doing qualifying.
Yeah. So Aiden Paulson just come. He still hasn't set a lap time. We've got 5 minutes. This is risky territory here from him. Nick Bracky hasn't set a lap time either. Is he on a lap? If I can switch to him. No, he's still in the garage. Okay. Let's see who's on a lap currently. I think Keon White's about to start his lap. Let's see if maybe he could go faster. Let's switch to Jem. He's currently set a fastest 26.8. Not fastest, just a faster lap, a faster first sector. 26.8 first sector. Oh, he's stopped. Okay, never mind.
Looks like Kean looks like he's going for it here in the first sector.
Yeah, we'll go on board with him. Let's see what the first sector time he has. He's 400ths down on his time. He's not happy with that. He pulls over. Yeah, there are a lot of times that are just not happy. There are a lot of people not happy with the lap time. Hungarian, does that to you. You make just one slight mistake and it's really not worth carrying on in the lap. We go on board with Kieran. He's has Craig on board. Okay, I'm board with Kieran. He's done a faster first and second sector, so he might improve his personal bests.
Yeah, Craig has just he only improved by about a tenth. He's just extended the gap to 2 tenths over Kieran, but Kieran's coming around the final corner now.
Kieran coming around the final corner. Let's see if he can maybe close the gap on Baxter. He doesn't. He goes slower, so that final sector had a bit of a problem there. Got just over 3 minutes, and it seems to be an empty track. We have Sam Carpenter currently out.
Paulson's also out on track. He's going through sector 1 now. Is he on a timed lap? Yes,
he is. He is. He's done 26.8 first sector. So We want to see, you know, him where he slots into this pack. You know, obviously the top 8 make the second session. You want him get his lap time as quick as possible. So he just completes his second sector, 53.9. He looks good.
Yeah, this could possibly slot him into maybe.
Oh, did he have a kind of a moment there? Oh, there's some debris there in that final corner. So
defiance.
Yeah. Comes around, he goes fourth. Okay, even with you know, a bit of debris and kind of a moment there, he still goes fourth. So I think he's comfortable there. He's comfortably through to the next session. Okay, let's see who's out on track. Andrew Smith, he's currently 9th, so he's outside that top 8. And he's okay, he's letting someone through ahead. Max Shepard in 8th, and he's in the garage. So is he confident with his lap time? We want to see him come out very soon. And he does come out just as I speak. And Evan Rice, only 10th at the moment, but he is on a flying lap. He's gone 4 tenths faster on his second sector. He's coming around the line. Will this slot him in? Only 8th for the moment. So he just makes it. And is he going to...
He's going to have to hurry up if he wants
to. Yeah, he has to hurry up. I don't think he's coming out.
I don't think he's coming out.
No. That's very strange. Okay. Is he coming out? No. Nope. No, that's it. That's him done. So he has to hope no one goes faster. But he does have a 4... Sorry, what?
Jim and Sam are now racing out the pit lane. they're probably about 10 seconds off being there.
Yeah.
Getting to the line.
We did see Jem. We did see Jem go second, so he's just 900ths slower than Baxter at the moment.
Yep, these two are in a battle against time here to try and get across the line.
Yeah.
In time. They're not going to make it.
I don't think they're going to make it. Let's go on board. Let's see, Max Shepard. He's about to start a lap time. He's currently 9th, so he's outside that top 8. He needs to find 4 tenths from somewhere in order to make the second session. Yeah, we are saying, Evan, you know, he hasn't come out, but he does feel confident that that 4 tenth cushion is enough for him to make the second session.
Kane White on a hot lap. Yes, he is. He's improved in both sectors thus far, I think.
Board with Baxter here. Does he go fast in that first sector? No, he doesn't. So I think he'll probably call that lap per day. Let's go back on board with Shepard. It's a 27.2 first sector, and it's slower. So I don't think he's going to do this. I think Evan Rice is okay. I think he's going to make it.
Unless unfortunately for Aiden, he's caught Matt giving him dirty air in front, and so now Aiden's had to pull over. That'll be 5th for him at best.
So that's 5th for him. Matt Shepard
closes the gap.
Kieran closes the gap. He's 3rd. He's 1 tenth off the fastest Craig Baxter. We'll go bolt with Matt Shepard. I don't think he's going to do it. Comes across the line, and this is not going to be a good lap time. He doesn't even go faster than his normal lap time, so Matt Shepard does not make it the second session. So we have our top 8 there. Craig Baxter 1st, Cem Bolitbasi 2nd, Kieran Chadwick 3rd, Scott Davidson 4th, Aidan Paulson 5th, Sam Carpenter 6th, Kean White in 7th, and Evan Rice just making an 8th. Is that an expected top 8 there? I would think so.
Yeah, well, definitely. Obviously, the front runners, obviously Craig and Jem, and then sort of Kieran, Scott, and Aiden. Aiden, as I said, he could pop himself up into the top 5, and he's definitely done that. But now it's going to be a battle for pole position.
It will be a battle for pole position. Obviously, we have our 2 fastest guys, Baxter and Bolitbasi, less than a tenth off each other. In the first session, it was Baxter having the edge. You think we'll swap around come this second session?
Yeah, Jem sort of had a few attempts throughout Q1 to try and actually get to get fastest time, but he sort of pulled out of them. So if he can actually get lapped together, I would believe he would grab pole.
Nice. Obviously, currently in third, Kieran Chadwick. He surprised me. He's not that far off the top two. Not gonna lie. Only 0.139 seconds off Baxter. There's a gap between him and the rest of the field. There's a gap of over a second between him and Davidson. Need to get that right. I used to saying Davidson with the second D. It doesn't. It's Davison. There's a gap of over a second between those two in third and fourth. Do you think we'll stay the same? Will we see faster lap times from those guys below him?
Possibly. I would hope so.
You would hope so. Otherwise, it'll be a really boring second session. I think we're just gonna see these cars come out now, so we will probably switch back soon. Oh, those are two Defiance cars almost colliding coming out of the pits. Baxter and Davison. As I did not switch the stream back to the session, so you guys did not see that, unfortunately. But obviously it's Craig Baxter out in front, but we have one of the banana cars. It's Sam Carpenter trying to get ahead. He doesn't do it, but he's right behind.
He's trying to do what Craig did in Q1, and it just didn't end very well.
Nope, it did not end well for him. But it is Craig Baxter again, out in front with the fresh air ahead of him. And it is Bassi being one of the last to leave the pits. We're seeing like a similar strategy from him. He's always the last. Whenever everybody else wants to be that first guy, and he's comfortable being just at the back. I'll find my own gap.
Jake's just saying that apparently I'm echoing slightly.
Are you echoing?
Apparently. Looking at the stream. I have no idea why that is. Okay.
Oh, I might. No, that it can't be that. I have echoing issues with my OBS sometimes, but I have no idea what that is. But one sec. Maybe if If I could fix this. If I do a quick fix of the stream, I'll have a quick commentary on that.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna have Craig now coming across the line to start his lap, heading down towards turn 1, breaking about the 100-meter board, getting nice and close to the apex now as he activates the DRS, heading down through turn 2. It just sort of isn't actually a corner, but will count as one into turn 3 now. And he's got quite tail happy there on exit, and that'll compromise him as he heads now up towards the fast left-hander. Make sure he doesn't track extend there, because that's a critical point of the lap. If you extend there, you'll definitely have to pull over and try again. Now heading up towards the chicane. You don't want to get on the sausage curb because they'll spit you off the track. And now into the dreaded S's. I think that they're the worst corners in Formula 1. But as we head, Craig's now heading through them now. Onto the back straight. How's he looking in terms of sector times? He's gone purple in the middle. But now Kean White has nabbed that purple sector off him. So Craig's now coming through the penultimate corner. Now into the final corner. He's going to come across the line. What time is he going to do? It's going to be a 1 minute 17.8, so slower than his Q1 time.
And switch over to Kean White.
It looks like Jem's going to beat that.
Kean White goes 600 slower, even though he did have that fastest second sector. Kieran Chadwick goes second. I will report on the sound. Maybe if that's fixed, maybe if Jake can report on that, on the sound and that. Yep. Jem does go fastest though, 117.5, and by two tenths, nearly 3 tenths of a second. So we're seeing the speed that we expect from Jem.
Yeah, it was sort of a very shabby lap by Craig. He was getting a bit tail happy throughout the lap, so I'd expect him to. He's come out again straight away now, so I'd expect him to improve. Evan Rice quite a way off the pace there. But it's incredibly close between Kieran and Kian, and I'd imagine Scott and Aiden and even Sam would put themselves in there.
Yeah, I'm seeing Kieran Chadwick, like the gap. If we compare like the gaps between the top two and the rest of the field, there was a massive gap back in Silverstone, and you would say probably Austria as well. We're seeing a smaller gap. You know, I don't want to get too optimistic, saying, you know, maybe these guys could, you know, if we see a mistake from the top two, could these guys, you know, kind of seep in there? But, you know, it's looking, you know, we're seeing some similar lap times here.
Yeah, well, obviously, Hungary being a shorter track, you'd expect the gaps to be closer, considering it's less track to lose time on compared to Craig and Jem. So it'll be close, but Craig's always said that he isn't very good at qualifying, even though all those pole positions contradict that. But he's always better in the race than he is in qualifying.
I expect so. As we Jem is about to start another flying lap, and we see a faster lap time from him.
Yeah, Craig's now heading up towards the fast left-hander, past the sector 1 split.
He does go faster, but not anywhere near Jem's time. He's not purple. Look back to Jem. Does he set a new fastest first sector? No, he's a tenth slower. So that'll probably be an aborted lap there, or maybe not, because the time is we only have just under 2 minutes left, so he has to carry on. We see Baxter coming around.
I think he's coasting. I think this is now going to be an actual lap, I believe. Because he looks like he's a fair bit off the pace. He will have.
Oh, gee!
He's going to pull over.
12 thousandths behind Jem. Wow. Okay.
Oh, but hang on. Jem's just got purple in the middle. Jem is not.
Is it going to be a lap time? No, I don't think so. This will probably be the start of a proper lap time. It still goes. He just still goes just faster, even though he had a not good first sector in the end. So, I'm not seeing any more people setting lap time. So we have Carpenter. Oh, sorry, Mr. I thought the session had ended there, because I saw last lap. I thought the session ended. No, we have just over 30 seconds left, so we will see these cars come around and setting their one and only lap.
Apparently now my voice is playing twice, like there's a delay.
Oh my god. What is going on? Alright, let's delete that. Put that in. I have no idea what that is. I've not changed anything. Yeah, I literally not changed anything. I have no idea what it is.
Maybe a stream restart in warm-up?
Probably. I will try and maybe restart the stream there. We see Sam Carpenter goes a 27.0 first sector. What would that slot him in?
Oh, well, hang on. Some people are not hearing me twice.
Not hearing Zach twice. Sure, you didn't have. Well, I just switched back to the. I just switched it back to the setup that I had at the start of the stream. Okay. Did that fix it?
Yeah, so everyone in the chat, we're only getting input from one person.
Okay.
If people in the chat.
Yeah, people can report.
Might just be Jake.
Maybe. And I'm just here fiddling with settings. I'm on board with Sam Carpenter. He's about to finish his lap. Where will he slot in? Will he make that third place or fourth place? He goes fifth fastest only.
Yeah. Behind Kian, so Kian throughout the season has improved now to the point where he is faster than Sam, and Sam, he's gonna have to do something about that.
It's gonna be reward with Aiden Paulson. He's about to finish it. Oh my goodness, he had a moment there coming out of that final corner, and he only goes 7th. That probably cost him, and he goes for a spin there. I'm not sure if you saw that. I had almost spun in that coming out of that final corner. He even reached the finish line, but That cost him.
7th PM.
Yep, that's only 7th.
Evan a second off.
Evan's second off. He didn't. He only really had one try at it, to be honest. But I think he settled for 8th in the end. But even then, we don't really expect him to be like a second off. But please, people in the chat do give me feedback on that, because if it's just Jake and I've been fiddling with settings unnecessarily, then it's probably going to sound really weird halfway through the qualifying session. You hear probably Zach with a different quality or something. But yeah, that is the quali session over. We have Jem Bullet Bassi taking pole position from Craig Baxter in 2nd place, and we have Kieran Chadwick in the popular KRT car in 3rd place. Head of
That's impressive from Kian to get into 4th place, especially ahead of Sam and Scott. Scott, I think he's probably the real letdown of the session.
Yeah.
Only getting 6th place. He should have been 3rd, well ahead of Kieran and Sam. Yeah.
After Keen White's disappointing Silverstone, he really needs like a proper result. Yeah. He does really want a good result.
Yeah, I wouldn't discount him from going for a podium here. He may even get his teammate involved here. Mac might have to just play the Kimi Raikkonen role and hold up the likes of Kieran, Sam and Scott. Even Aiden. But it'll be an interesting race.
It'll be a very interesting race as we are about to start the warm-up session. I will switch back to the session just as these cars are about to come out. So what tyre strategies are we going to see here? We're going to see what are the strategies again? Super soft, soft, and mediums.
Yeah, so it might be super soft, super soft,
Probably.
or
super.
I don't think anyone will touch the mediums.
Yeah. So because we did have Silverstone, who was it? A couple of people went on the was it the hard tire?
Yeah, the hards, and that was the end of the race.
Yep. The hard tire just did not work in that track, in those conditions. Yeah. Whether it was the lack of practice on them or they just didn't work for the track, who knows? But it ruined a couple of people's races. Kian being one of them. Sam Carpenter had a split on them, and it didn't work out. So will we see a stint on mediums for anybody? Maybe those at the back.
Yeah, not sure. I'm not being biased, but Lorenz will probably start in the softs, I would imagine, because he's going to start at the back of the grid. He's got a lot more pace compared to the rest of people, so he needs to go long, but also not get stuck in dirty air. So if he goes on the soft tyres, runs a lot longer than the people in front of him, he'll have a chance to get ahead of them.
Good. So obviously we have the people. Let's discuss the people who are probably gonna fight for the points position, so that around that 10th place. We have Mac, we have Andrew Smith, we have Daniel Maywood, Adam Crane. Around those people, also Nick Brackey, who did not set a lap time in that first qualifying session, so he will start 14th ahead of Lorenz.
No, I believe he has a backup grid as well.
Oh, okay.
Not 100% sure, but I think that was why he didn't set a lap time. But
okay.
Hopefully Daniel Maywood can get away and not have such a... I think it was him that had the horrendous crash down towards Cops last time out in Silverstone, where he rolled over when he had contact with Adam Crane.
Yep. So we'll probably see Nick Brackey, having, we'll probably expect to see him fighting for a points position in the end.
Yeah, he should charge through the field. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see where Lorenz can sort of slot himself. If he can be 8th, I think, barring any obviously DNS, he should aim to be 8th behind the people who will run away.
Yep.
Like Aiden, Scott, Sam, Kian, Kieran, Craig, and Jem.
Yep. Oh, who was that? Was fun. I think it was okay, and then we have that was Jem, and I think that was Adam Crane spinning right there. So something for you viewers to see in this warm-up lap.
Yeah, I can see why Formula One doesn't have warm-up anymore, because it's not the most riveting of action.
No.
Practicing the pit lane.
Yeah. It's not the most riveting of action, so, you know, we just stuck here trying to talk about, you know, what we expect to see in the race, you know, what we will, the strategies, you know, how the tyres will hold up, you know, that's, it gives us an opportunity as well, because obviously once they start the race session, they go straight into it. They go straight into the formation lap.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see if any of the sort of the pristine overtakers of the league. So Sam does like a good overtake, and he will probably look to do a Ricciardo move into turn 1 if he can. Dive down on the inside from absolutely nowhere. But we've got Aiden Poulsen now coming in to do the obvious pit lane practice.
Yep. I was gonna discuss that, you know. So, you know, who would be the you know, the obvious turn 1 dive bombers? You mentioned Sam Carpenter as one of them. Who else do you think will be up there?
Max Shepard likes a good dive bomb if he gets a bit frustrated, especially being down in P9. You'd expect him to try and make up a few places, especially into turn 1. So turn 1 will be very, very interesting to see if they're all going to behave themselves, or if we're going to have a bit of an incident, especially basically that entire first sector, especially the fast left-hander. There's been quite a few side-by-side crashes there, people running wide, and there's someone on their outside, so they've also gone wide.
Yeah.
And then we've had a collision, so it could get quite messy quite quick.
Yeah.
Especially, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if we, for instance, have Craig and Jem running side-by-side into that fast left-hander, you could get quite interesting quite quick.
Could get quite messy if, you know, one of them doesn't, you know, take their line properly. But obviously,
high fuel.
Yeah. Obviously, Silverstone last race was, you know, mostly, mostly expected. It was mostly focused on, you know, that mid battle between, you know, the likes of Sam Carpenter and Kean White at times, and then Evan Rice, and then Kieran Chadwick and Scott Davison.
Yeah, that's 6-way battle.
Yeah, that's 6-way battle. That was amazing. Obviously, you know, we want to see the same, but then again, we kind of don't, you know. The Hungarian being, you know, a pretty hard track to overtake. You know, if we see that similar type of battles, you know, we might not end the same way.
Yeah. I reckon it really is going to depend on what happens. Dirty Air is a lot worse here compared to Silverstone, so it'll be a real case of biding your time when you go through the second sector, especially.
Yep.
With those S's, making sure your tyres don't get completely destroyed.
Of course. So, how long do we expect these super soft tyres to last from the start of the race?
Maybe around the 7-8 lap margin. It's obviously a 42 lap race.
Yep.
So, yeah, maybe somewhere around 7, 8, maybe even 9 region.
Okay. So, you know, because we did around the time that we expected, I think it was the soft tyres were out back in Silverstone. We expected, you know, the leaders to put in. Jem managed to, you know, have a good tyre wear, you know, conservation back then. You know, that helped him open up the gap back then. We'll probably see more of the same from him.
Yeah, I'd expect so. I'd expect him to really be good on his tyres, especially if he, for instance, keeps that lead. He can really use the dirty air to his advantage and make Craig either work or have to move back behind Jem, so he doesn't mince his tyres completely.
Yep.
But the undercut, I'm pretty sure, is quite effective here. So if you can see Craig wanting to try and get ahead by doing an undercut, that may end up being the case.
We shall see. We'll probably see some interesting pit strategies to come in this race. If maybe one person's just been affected by the dirty air of the car ahead, we'll probably see some early pits.
I can definitely see Sam. He's quite a few times he's gone and pit and put on the softest tyre right at the end of the race.
Yeah.
And just try to just do something, just try and mix something up and try and get those positions and fastest lap whilst he's at it. So he could potentially put on the super softs right at the end if something's not working, if he's stuck behind someone and they're all going to be struggling on their tyres at the end of the race.
Cool. As we have 2 minutes left of this warm-up lap, so we have to endure. We've gone over most of the races. Who do you think will be like, you know, the dark horse of, you know, obviously we have the, you know, those the expected guys to battle like in those middle positions. Who'll probably be in the dark horse? Someone starting from the back, maybe to, you know, get up there and really make a challenge.
Well, I'm not being biased, but I think Lorenz can.
How many times have you said I'm not being biased?
I'm not being biased, but
Lorenz,
no, he looked like he had the pace. Obviously, the back of the grid, put him at the back of the grid, obviously. But if he's got the pace that he says he has, he should be definitely putting himself well inside the points. If he doesn't blow up his engine, touch wood. So
nice.
Yeah.
So for those viewers who don't understand, you know, why he's making biased jokes about Lorenz, just check the team that he's racing for, and you'll see right there why he's saying, you know, why he's trying to not be as biased as possible.
Yes, no, it's a fantastic team. Great heritage.
Great heritage right there.
But these times, just to warn some people, these times aren't really representative because there are different fuel loads, there are different tyre compounds.
Yep.
Yeah, so it really, you don't know who's fastest.
Am I online?
Line.
Yeah, on the stream. Oh, okay. Did I go momentarily offline?
Don't know.
Because my view account just went offline. But the stream carried on, so I thought I went offline there.
No, I think
no?
you're all good.
Okay. Bit of a concern there, but it's cool. It's cool. Just, you know.
As well for engine overheating, especially at this track.
Ah, yes.
So Jeb and Craig will want to make sure, sorry, that they back up the grid well and truly before they spin the grid, because if we have someone that blows their engine on the start line,
that's not good.
It'll be really messy to try and get past them.
Yeah. Just for a message for you viewers, you know, anything that you think needs changing around, you know, you think the volume of the game is too loud, or you think Zesty's too quiet, or if I'm too loud, I can just give me a quick shout in the chat. I can have a quick change. Obviously, Jake saying he could hear Zach twice, but other people saying he couldn't, so hopefully that's not the case. But in case it does happen again, or something else not to your liking is occurring, just give me a shout out in the chat, and I will make sure to have a quick fix of it.
Yeah, so this is going to be very interesting. Scott just had a massive slide through the S's. I don't know if he's been on these tyres for quite a few laps or not, but he seems to be all over the shop as he's pulling into the pit lane now.
Probably. So that is their warm-up session done. So the next session will be the race. Switch back to the screen, and JD Gaming saying, "Hey Nino, you are the OG of Twitter. Never fails to make me laugh. Thank you very much." Many people disagree with that, but that's not the focus. That's not the focus of that. Let's see. So, just to run down the grid again for those viewers who've just come in, maybe and maybe misqualifying, or maybe those who've forgotten. It is actually, I forgot myself because it is not in order.
Gems on pole.
Gems on pole. The ones I can remember: Gems on pole. Craig Bax is second. Is Kieran Chadwick in third. Kieran White in fourth. And I think it's Sam Carpenter in fifth.
Yes.
Yes. Sam Carpenter in fifth.
Scott Davidson is
Scott Davidson sixth, Aiden Paulson seventh, Evan Rice. no, let's not make those go. Evan Rice in eighth, Max Shepard in ninth, and I can't remember who was in 10th. I think it was Daniel Maywood.
Yep. Yeah, and people say in the back, Nick and Lorenz, the best driver on the grid.
Yeah, of course. No bias there. JD Game is saying, it's a shame Arav didn't record later into this Saturday night. Oh, no, I'm really glad he didn't record late into that Saturday night because, yeah, things happened. things happen. So yeah.
The wonder recovery. It's
Yep.
like Jesus, he's come back.
So yeah, I'll be thanking Arab that he didn't record much, or if he did, that he kept it private and for him only.
No, the sound clip is.
Oh, the sound
amazing.
clip is just, oh my goodness. Just, I didn't realize someone recorded that. And you just hear a thud. There we go. We're just coming into the session. The session's about to start.
Right, press enter so all the thing comes up and make sure bottom right it says live.
How do I check? How do I check that again?
So it should the HUD thing should come up saying Hungary ring, etc.
And then I press what to change it?
Press R.
Okay, we're live. Cool. I didn't do that. I didn't do that back in Silverstone, and we had problems. So.
Here we go. They're off on their formation lap now.
Yep. So that is them starting their formation lap.
Yep.
Obviously, if you want a full rundown on the grid, there we have the rundown on the grid. We have Jem Bolabasi first place, Craig Baxter second, Kieran Chadwick third, Kean White fourth, Sam Carpenton fifth, Scott Davison sixth. I got it right this time, yes. Evan Rice in seventh, Aidan Paulson eighth. Okay, did they swap positions? Did Aidan Paulson have a penalty I did not know about?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
No, they
might
must
have been track extend.
Probably. Max Shepard probably had the same penalty again because we have Andrew Smith in 9th, Max Shepard 10th, Daniel Maywood in 11th, Adam Crane in 12th, Nick Brack in 13th, Lorenz Dougherty, I hope I said that right, in 14th.
And Jake Ross in 15th.
And Jake Ross in 15th.
Cannot forget Jake Ross and the Diddlers 2 car.
Can't forget him. So, just like you said back in the warm-up session, we want to make sure, you know, the leaders hold up the grid a bit more because they don't want to overheat their engine.
So we've got. I'm just looking through the grid now. We've got 2 people on the soft tyres.
Two people on the soft tyres. Okay.
Andrew Smith and I think Adam Crane. So Andrew Smith and Adam Crane starting on the soft tyres. Everyone else on the super softs. Brace.
Okay, so you have 9th place Andrew Smith on the softs, 12th place Adam Crane on soft. Everybody's still starting on the super soft. Is that a surprise to you that maybe Lorenz and Nick Brackey have gone for the super soft strategy?
Yeah, I thought they should have gone on a harder compound and gone longer than everyone else, but obviously not.
Cool. So as Jem is just about to take his grid position, there he is. They're just all about to take their grid positions, and we will see the lights go out. There's Jake Ross taking his final grid position. About to see the lights. There we are. And lights out, and away we go. And we have... Oh.
And there's a big crash at the back.
Oh my god.
That is a huge crash as they
Press the run button.
into turn
Oh my
1.
god, turn 1. Had a little mess up with the buttons there, so sorry if you missed the start there. But just at the start, Jem defending from Craig. Oh my goodness, did they make contact there? Might make slight contact. Yeah. So is retaining position.
Oh.
Wow. So we have Jem Bolabasi still retaining the lead. Craig Bax in second. Kieran Chadwick in third. Kieran White in fourth. Sam Carlson in fifth. Aidan Paulson making up positions in sixth. So is Max Shepard up in seventh. Evan Rice going from 7th to 10th. So he's not had a good start. We didn't see why because I messed up with the buttons there. Apologies for that.
Lorenz up in 9th already.
Oh, and Lorenz up into 9th. That's got Zach very excited right there. He's ahead of Evan Rice, so that's a real surprise. Who was that crashed behind? Was it Nick?
So there was a crash between Maywood and Brackey.
Okay, and they've both
they're
retired.
both out of the race. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a huge crash. I think there might have been a staller off the grid or something, but it was just straight into the back of whoever it was. We couldn't quite see there was an advertising board in the way. There was just bits of car flying absolutely everywhere.
Oh wow. Apologies for not getting that. Had a bit of a moment there with the buttons, and it switched to the pit garage just as the lights went out. So apologies for not getting that. But here we are with on board with Jem. He's already 1.2 seconds ahead of Craig. Again, we're seeing the same as in Silverstone. Jem seeing the pace there and opening the gap very quickly.
Yes, Craig also might be playing the long game here, backing away, conserving his tyres, and possibly going for the overcut even.
True. You have to think that, obviously, tyre wear being a very big factor in the Hungarian.
We've got Jake Ross also out of the race.
Jake Ross also out of the race, so 3 cars just out of lap 1 already retired. So not a good start for those cars there, unfortunately. So we go further back into the grid. We'll go aboard with Kian Wright. He's just behind Kieran Chadwick. You have a... I want to see him trying to make a challenge there. Obviously, that 3rd place is up for grabs for many cars. As obviously, we expect the top 2 to sprint away as they start this 3rd lap.
So there isn't really any close battles on track. Maybe Kieran and Kian are sort of the only ones sort of close.
Probably look at Sam Carpenter right behind Kian. You know, he's right behind him. So maybe we'll probably see him. Oh, he's had an off there. Yeah, he had an extension there. So that's probably gone there. So back to square one there.
He might already be starting to get some tyre wear there if he's already run off the track that far.
That won't do his tyres good. So obviously we're already into lap 3 now, so we'll probably be seeing you know, pits very, very soon if we're having moments like that.
And Sam's now got to watch out because Aiden will be ready to overtake come the DRS.
Yep. Obviously lap 3 we have the DRS coming up now, and Aiden is within that DRS 1 second zone.
Yes, Max Shepard they're ahead of Scott Davidson.
Scott Davidson's going backwards. Now he's now in 8th place. What's going on with him?
He's got to watch out from the orange car behind him. They come onto the main straight. DRS active for basically the entire grid apart from Craig and Jam.
Having DRS there, yeah.
But they get a double dosage of DRS, especially now down to, through turn 2 as well. They also get DRS.
Yeah. Let's go on board with Lorenz, because I think he's, you know, trying to have a look on Scott Davison. Scott Davis himself, you know, trying to have a look on Max Shepard. Max Shepard is falling away from the rest of the field ahead of him. You wonder what, maybe he's having a tyre conversation. He's probably conserving his tyres maybe for a longer strategy. But we are on board with Lorenz, obviously Zach's favourite driver. Yeah, as he's having a look there, and Scott Davison, is he going to have a look? No. He's just keeping it behind.
Yes, he's got to really just have some patience here, Lorenz. He's got to wait for a nice, clean overtake on the main straight with DRS.
Oh, but he goes wide there. Don't go off the track. What are you doing? He goes a bit wide there. He loses a bit of time, but he will still have that DRS zone. As maybe we'll go on board with Q might will probably just be in that DRS zone. Maybe he'll have an opportunity.
Yes, as they come onto the main straight now, these three battling pack, 7th, 8th, 9th.
7th, 8th, 9th, we'll go on board with those. They're very close. Scott Davison really looking. And Lorenz, oh, maybe let braking there. Whoa. Almost went into the back of Scott Davison. Zach with his heart in his mouth right there. So almost an early bar for him. But he's kept it cool, but it's definitely showing the pace there.
Yeah, he definitely has the pace advantage of some of these. Maybe Scott is struggling to get ahead of Mac here.
He's trying to get ahead of Mac here, and you know, maybe it's not doing good for his tyres either.
Yeah. A few lockups there into the bump before the chicane.
Oh, almost had a moment there, Lorenz. Oh dear. He's really pushing. You can see right there. He really wants to get ahead of Scott Davison. Sorry there. He does not want any more time stuck behind him. Again, goes a bit wide there.
Yeah, that's just the dirty air there. He just doesn't have the downforce as he would expect in clean air. So he's just running straight off the track, getting on the power too early. But he should be looking now. He's quite.
We want to see. We want to go on board with these. Maybe with the DRS, could have a go here. We'll go on board with Lorenz.
Nah, it's a 4 exit there for Lorenz. I don't think he'll get.
No.
Scott, no. He just seemed to have just so much more confidence compared to the cars ahead of him under braking. Especially Mac seems to be very hesitant, braking quite early.
Yep, you can see there Scott Davison having a bit of a wide turn there, and Lorenz having another look.
He won't do it up into here, I can tell you that for
probably, certain. Yeah. Do you think maybe we'll get impatient, you know, maybe have a rash move? You probably won't hope so, but, you know, maybe the impatience is starting to set in. He wants to get ahead. Yeah,
it's possible, but I've just looked at the front. I can just see that the gap at the front has gone down.
Oh, what's happened there? Just Jem had an off. The gap is right down to 0.4. We'll go on board. Maybe with Craig Baxter.
This is going to get tasty.
Yep. The approach, the end of the lap here. Craig will definitely have DRS. So the first time we'll see him have DRS. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh no, he's had a moment there. And any chance that he might have had of maybe having a DRS overtake is just gone right there. As we go on board with Kieran, he's taken third from Kieran, Kieran Chadwick.
Kieran to the pits.
Kieran's in the pit. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Onto the soft tyres.
Kieran's in the pits. He's had an early pit stop. This is lap 6.
Yeah, so they completed 6 laps as Kieran exits the pit lane. He starts lap 7. Comes up behind Andrew Smith, so last of the current runners down in 12th
I will make a comment. Mac has fallen behind both Davison and Lorenz Doherty.
Yep, so let's have a look, see what's happened here.
Yep.
He's run off the track big time. He's behind.
He's had enough there. So Lorenz getting ahead of Mac just as he wanted. He wants to get ahead of Davison. You know, he's really showing the pace there. But
Mac's tyres are starting to go off.
Yeah.
Now we've got Craig has closed the gap now back up to 5.
Again, will we see? Are we seeing tyre wear problems by Jem, or is it just maybe the off? Did he have an off? You'd think.
So Andrew Smith has just stopped on track.
Andrew
down,
Smith. Yep. He's had the engine off. He's done.
Failure.
Engine failure right there on fire. He's done.
He needs to press escape and get off the track.
Yep.
Quick smart.
Oh, the top 2 going into the pits. The top 2 going into the pits at the same time. They're all coming in.
Yep, they've got quite a few more people coming in behind them as well.
Yeah.
But Aiden Paulson has stayed out.
So Aiden Paulson will be your temporary leader of this race. He stays out for another lap.
He's going to try the overcut.
Yep.
So let's see, and Lorenz also stayed out, and Scott Davidson as well.
And pits for both the former leaders, Jem Bolibasi and Craig Baxter, going fine. As Jem there coming out of the pits, having a moment with Adam Crane. Adam Crane had to kind of go wide there, and Adam Crane has found himself in between Bolibasi and Baxter.
That's good for Jem now. He's got a car between him and Baxter.
Yeah.
That means that Jem can now get the gap going. Because he's also got clear air in front of him.
Yeah, Jem needs to get the foot down and open the gap now. Craig, this is not the scenario he wanted, but will he have a quick overtake? He needs to get ahead of him now, otherwise he'll probably lose sight of Jem.
I think Evan Rice has had a spin in the first sector. He's got a heavily smoking engine.
Yeah.
Yep, he's down into 11th place now.
Evan Rice, this is just it's not been the race for him at all.
It's Austria all over again.
It's Austria all over again from him. The promise that we saw from Silverstone. Yep, we've got 11 runners here. We've already had 4 retirements.
We've got Adam Crane, I think, has had an off.
Adam Crane's having an... Oh my goodness. So, yeah, he was in between Jem and Craig Baxter. So, any hope that Jem would stay, he would have that car in between them for a longer period of time is gone. But it doesn't matter. Jem's already had a pretty good gap there. Over 2 seconds.
So yeah, that's worked well for him.
It's worked very well. Scott Davison, I think. Yeah, Scott Davison is still out, so he's the only one I think is not pitted yet. So he's done his 8th lap on the super soft tires. Apparently, your mic could use a boost. So, but I already have your max volume on on Discord, so I can't increase his volume without increasing the game's volume as well. Actually, I could do this. So if the stream seems laggy for you guys for just for a bit, then I'll do that. Hopefully that's better for you guys. Maybe the game's not too quiet now.
Yeah.
Do keep commenting with the volume there. Thank you very much. I'm not even going to pronounce that name, but thank you very much for that comment. We see Davison into the pits.
Yes, Cisco's going to pit lead now. They'll probably all just go onto the softs as Jim comes around the final corner and is going to retake the lead.
Yep.
Craig Baxter about 2 seconds
2.1 seconds behind. Yeah. We want to see where Davison comes out, because he was racing around.
He's going to come in about 6th place, I believe.
Yep.
Because poor old Aiden Poulsen has got stuck behind Crane and Shepherd. Obviously, Crane is yet to pit and is on the soft tyres for quite some time. But Mac looks to go on the inside. No, he thinks better of it.
Oh, we have these 3 cars, and then he's going to have a exit. But we have Aiden Poulsen. He's lost out to Poulsen. Oh no, that's not worked out for him. Oh my goodness. And Poulsen maybe having a go at Crane.
This is beautiful
move
there by Poulsen. Just the element of surprise.
So Shepherd there, Max Shepherd, trying to have a go in the overtake, has lost the position, but maybe he's having a... Oh no. No. Let's calm it down a bit. We do not want collisions right now. Shepherd almost having a major look right there. But it's obvious Crane is, you know, kind of holding these two up. These two want to get past. I do want to comment, what's happened to Lorenz?
Lorenz? Oh, he must have had an off.
Yeah.
It's the only logical thing I could think of for him to be 40 seconds off the pace.
Probably. We were looking at Aiden Poulsen. Have a look at Adam Crane. Oh my goodness. He rides the curb, trying to get down the insides. Almost didn't work for him. He's had to back down.
Adam's been on these tyres for, this will be now 10 laps on these
soft
tyres. So.
Yeah, Adam Crane started on the soft, so he's not pitted. So, but Aiden Poulsen will have the DRS overtake. He'll have it easy.
Oh, Adam Crane in his low wings. This could help him, but looks like Aiden Poulsen is going to move up into 7th place.
He will. And now
Mac Shepherd yet again.
Yeah, Mac has... The inside will become the outside, but it doesn't matter. He's made the overtake done. So, Adam Crane, obviously, those soft tyres are starting to show their age. And maybe we'll think about having stopped. Mac going a bit wide there.
But, here comes Sam Carpenter on Kean White.
Yeah.
He's starting to put the blowtorch on. And he's going to start putting quite a bit of pressure onto Kean and see if he can make him crack.
Most definitely. Obviously, we have Davison right behind there. Maybe wanting to close that gap. Maybe seeing if maybe these two have a mistake, he could have a go as well. But Sam Carpenter will he have DRS? I don't think he will have DRS coming into this.
It'll be close.
It'll be very close. I don't think he will. We'll go on board with him to see if he does. He does, but I think the gap is too much.
Yeah, he definitely won't make a move.
Yeah.
Down to turn 1, that'd be stupid.
Yep. What we will see is Max Shepherd having a DRS on Aiden Poulsen. Maybe he can close the gap there, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he will. Oh my goodness, late braking there by Shepherd.
Yeah,
didn't work out to him.
Of lines there, most certainly through turn 1, but Max Shepherd there locking up.
Yeah.
As he head through turn 3.
My num controls have not worked, so I have to switch with the scroll thing. So I have to scroll one driver at a time. Let's go back to the leaders. We have Jem Bullet Bassi. 2.1, 2.2 seconds ahead. So that moment coming out the pits where Adam Crane, was it Adam Crane? Yes, found himself in between these two cars has worked very well for Jem. Craig Baxter, whatever off Jem had earlier, it's not affected it at all. Jem having the gap.
Yeah, so Kieran Chadwick's sort of got a bit more of a gap to Kean White, which is going to definitely help him keep ahead of Kean, because Sam is now starting to put some pressure on. Yep,
Sam having putting pressure on Kean. We'll have a look at Davison, also trying to close the gap on these two.
Yes, then they got Adam Crane in the pits, in 10th place.
Adam Crane in the pits, so he's done what, 12 laps on those softs. He's gone for another pair of softs. So I think he will have a strategy where we'll put him on super softs for that last stint, maybe. And that was Lorenz just going past him. So he's down in 11th and last place. We're looking at Davison now. He's really clung on to Sam Carpenter here. Sam Carpenter losing sight on Kean White.
Yeah, so this could be quite tasty. Obviously, Silverstone, we had the midfield battle again.
I have noticed Scott Davison is second stint is on another set of super softs. So well, that is that would be the reason. Yeah. But he will be closing. He'll have DRS down the straight. Will he make the move? Let's try and go on board and see if he does. He has a look, but we'll go against it. And then Sam under pressure there. He had a bit of a moment. Yep.
Turn one.
Will he have a moment? We'll have a move down the second corner, round the outside.
Oh, hello.
Okay. Does a bit of wheel banging. Oh my god! Oh no! It's not worked out! Oh no! No! Wow! Davison almost pulled out a fantastic move, and it didn't work out for him. I thought he'd maybe pull out of that, maybe concede defeat, but he still went in there, and it didn't work out for him. The wheel banging there, costing Scott dearly.
Yep. So that'll put his tyres into a new shape. Really, they'll be cubes.
Yeah.
So he'll be in to for a new set of tyres definitely in this lap.
Yeah. Which is a shame for him because you know, if he had got that overtake on Sam Carpenter, it would have really been good for his strategy. We'll go on board with Kean White because he's really at the back of Kieran Chadwick.
Yeah, he's starting to move up to him, up to the back of Kieran. It's really biding their time because it'll be the end of the race where the fuel will get lighter, they'll start to get faster, and the dirty air will have less of an effect, especially now when they're so heavy and they're on a harder tyre compound. The dirty air seems to be a lot more effective.
Okay, Evan Rice going into the pits without a front wing.
Let's have a look here. Oh, he's lost that early on as well.
Yep. So me fiddling around with my keys here, trying to get them working again because they haven't been working again. I just got a glimpse of that. So he's had enough there and had a bang with the wall there. So an abysmal race from Rice gets even worse.
It's disappointing. We're end up to 9th now.
Yeah. You could see here, it really is only one position that is not getting points, and at the moment it is Evan Rice occupying that position.
He's just going to have to hope that there is going to be some form of
failure ahead of him.
Yeah, so he can attempt to grab that that 1 point. But here comes Sam Carpenter into the pit lane.
Okay, Sam Carpenter into the pit lane. He's done how many laps? Rounds. Was he one of the early stoppers?
Not many at all.
Yeah.
He's not done many laps, but here he comes into the pits.
He decides to pit early.
Because he's gone on another set of softs. So Sam, the 5-stop, that may be happening.
The 5-stop strategy is happening right here. But this is his 3rd stint. There will be his second pair of softs.
Here comes Max Shepherd as well.
Max Shepard again into the pit. So we're
Use
already seeing, you know, the second pair of pit stops coming in. Not so soon. Probably actually sooner than expected, I would say.
Yeah, well, considering Adam Crane did about 10 laps on his set of softs.
Yeah.
But he was really on the cliff, so I'd say 9 laps are possible on the softs.
Yeah. So we are seeing others having probably worse tyre wear than normal. Scott Davison hasn't come into the pits after having that moment with Carpenter, even though his super softs are probably not looking quite good. Yeah, they're probably very square.
But here comes Kean White on Kieran Chadwick.
Oh, we'll go on board with Kean White. Oh, he had the movement, but they're both going to go into the pits.
I think Kean was thinking about going on again, but he decided against it.
Yep.
He'll look at foes up. And here comes Scott Davidson as well. He's also now pit.
Nice. So all these cars making their second pit stops. Kieran comfortably coming out ahead of Kean White.
We've got Aiden Paulson also into the pits.
Nice.
He's going to put on another set of softs.
So we are seeing a super soft, soft strategy. Maybe for a super soft. No, I don't think it will probably be a super soft end, but we're seeing.
Enough to go into the mediums.
No, I would think like someone going to the mediums will have the same effect as the people who went on the hard tire back in Silverstone.
We've got Sam Carpenter behind Kean White a lot closer.
I will go back into these front two. Craig Baxter again, only 5/10 behind Bassi again. Are we seeing?
Craig's end of stint pace seems to be
much better,
much faster.
Yep. Will we see these two go into the pits? Yep, they will both come in. Will we see repeats of that earlier when these two come into the pits first time, when we saw a car just come in between these two and really affected Craig?
These guys are the last ones to pit, so I believe
they will be fine.
Be clear, yeah.
We also see. Oh my goodness.
It's a lot closer.
It's a lot closer than we'll see.
Both go back onto the softs.
Yep. I think we'll stay on board with these two as they go around this lap, because if Baxter sticks on him, he will have a DRS coming into this end of his lap and have an opportunity. Probably his best opportunity in a dogfight against Jem since maybe Austria. I would say they are both on soft tyres in this third stint, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it seems they are going having the same strategy, but again, we're seeming similar pace coming out of the pits. Jem faster coming out of the pits compared to Craig Baxter. You know, as we're seeing, you know, this pace coming into the pits, Craig Baxter much faster than Jem.
Yeah,
so we're seeing similarities there. But Craig will have DRS, probably just have DRS coming into this straight.
Borderline. Yeah.
Borderline. I don't think it will be enough to make any impact, but we will go on board with Craig Baxter. He does have DRS, and he's trying to get that toe. Late braking there. Ooh.
A second dosage of it as well.
Yeah.
Second.
But nothing's changed there. Jem not affected by the pressure being put on by Baxter.
But now that Craig's closed up, he'll now have dirty air through the S's.
Yeah.
And so the gap will balloon back out.
I will go back to the battle for fourth between Kean White and Sam Carpenter. These two are really close.
Let's see if Sam can have another incident with another driver here.
Yeah. It's already had an incident with Davison. I would say maybe not his fault, but who knows? Probably just a racing incident. Maybe Davison could have had a chance of pulling out of that attempted overtake back then. But we will see. And obviously Kieran Chadwick just ahead of these two as well.
Yeah, so he'll just be maintaining the gap and probably getting excited, ready to watch these two go at it.
You come down to these final couple corners. We will see. I don't know if Kieran will have DRS. I know Carpenter will definitely have DRS. We will see. Coming across now. They both do have DRS. So Kieran, be wary of these two cars right behind him.
Yeah, so he'll be aware, and he'll probably also want to try and get ahead now because Kian looks like he's catching up a lot here.
Yeah. But yeah, that really is like the only battles we're seeing between the top two. The gap is constantly being kept at less than a second, and then the battle for, we'll say, third, fourth, and fifth for the last podium position between these three cars. The rest of the grid seems scattered around.
Yeah, the dirty air obviously playing its part and causing no racing, basically.
Yeah, it is really difficult to overtake, as we've seen already at the Hungarian, compared to a track just like Silverstone last round. You know, compared to a track like that, it really is hard. We'll stay on board with Kieran because he is maybe look like he probably is a sitting duck with these two cars behind him.
Yeah, the gap is, yep, it'll most likely will be, oh, actually no, I would imagine if Sam can close up here on Kian, he should move up. No, not going to be for Sam.
Kieran holding his own. He's not affected by the pressure of those two cars behind him.
And he'll just be allowing his tyres to just stay fresh.
Yeah. Whereas
the other two behind him will be absolutely mincing their tyres.
Absolutely melting their tyres, just trying to close the gap.
Yep. As we've got Lorenz in the pits yet again.
Lorenz in the pits. We see Adam Crane goes up to 9th, so we will see Lorenz drop down to 10th. But
Lorenz, new set of softs.
Yeah, Evan Rice on his own at the back there. He's going into the pits.
So we've got the gap at the front, 7/10 as they come through the final set of corners.
It has not been any leeway for Jem. He's constantly having Baxter right down his throat.
But here we go, double DRS for Craig. It's the end of the main straight. We might close this to about half a second.
Let's see. Maybe having a bit of late braking there. And you'll have a second stint of DRS there. But Jem, he's holding his own as well. Just like Kieran with
4/10 of a second between the two of them. But now we're going to come to the dirty air part of the track, so the gap will come back out.
It'll come back out, but we will see him probably later in this stint when the tyres start to fade away. We have seen Craig Baxter definitely having the faster pace when the tyres are near the end of their life. So we could see a definite battle between these two later on.
Evan Rice has been lapped now.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes, because he was in the pit. So, yeah. Another L for Evan Rice to hold there. I'm sorry I just said that. Let's go on back with the racing. All right. We have these... Actually, let's go back with the top two. This is very close. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, here we go. As they're going to come onto the DRS straights as well.
Yeah.
This is going to be...
this is very close.
Be
Craig
very close.
Is holding the gap at a solid...
We've got a yellow in sector 2, sorry. Oh. We've got a... Why we got a yellow? Oh, that's Evan Rice without a lot.
Oh, no. Evan Rice. Just, an abysmal race for Rice.
Yep.
It's just come to an end right there. It's just...
He was upside down at one point during that crash, and he lost a rear right.
Well, if I'd have stayed on him after that L comment, then we would have witnessed that. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Okay, Sam Carpenter having a go at Kieran White. Ooh, the gap is there. Kieran is
running away.
Running away from this, leaving these two to fight amongst themselves.
This is about to get tasty as we're halfway through the race, ladies and
gentlemen. We are halfway through the race, so if it is feeling like it's a very long, it is a very long race. 42 laps. And we've only just reached the halfway point, so definitely will be major moments to come.
Could technically be a 4-stop.
Yeah, yeah. Craig's 5-stop comment won't be that far off, to be honest. If we see someone, you know, maybe pushing their tyres too far, we will probably see.
Speaking of those two, here they come onto the main straight again for the WRS.
We will go again back on board with Craig Baxter. The gap coming down and coming down and coming down. He will have a second stint at this DRS, but Jem just not letting go. He's not feeling the pressure at all. He's just racing his all. There was a
Craig seems to be wiggling a bit there.
Yeah, there was a hint of a lockup by Jem ahead, but it hasn't affected him too much. The gap is really down. But again, we will go back to this part of the dirty air. We will see that gap extend again. But back to this battle for third. Kieran Chadwick. We saw him possibly, you know, racing away. The gap has come down a bit. So we are seeing the end of this stints just coming soon. Kieran riding the curb there, having a wheel on the grass there. So that won't help his tyres any bit.
Yes, so the gap sort of come out to 1 second again between the front two. What's happened there?
Oh, the gap has the gap has opened. Did we see a mistake there by Baxter?
Not sure.
It's strange because we have seen Baxter closing very slightly the gap, and then out of nowhere it's just opened. It's not gone right for him. Sam Carpenter into the pits. So we are seeing the end of this. Is it a third stint? Yes, the end of this third stint coming soon.
This is his third stop.
This is his first stop.
Another set of softs.
Another set of softs.
Aiden Paulson's going to be close here in the battle for 6th place. Oh, and Aiden just loses out to Sam.
Yeah.
As we've got Max Shepard in from 8th place.
Max Shepard also in. So we are seeing a third stop from everybody, and we've only just gone over the halfway point of this race. Like, I wouldn't say common. We probably will be seeing some 5-stoppers.
Yep. As we got, I think that was Ken White there having a massive moment out of the chicane. He's lost a heap of time to Kieran.
Oh yes, he has lost a heap of time. Are we seeing those tyres now just gone? We will see some pit stops right at the end now.
We've got the front two still going on. Craig is now losing a lot of time.
Yeah.
1.4 seconds now the gap.
So this is the first time we're seeing, probably at the end of this tyre life stint, Craig losing time compared to him gaining time in the past two stints.
Yep. We've now got Kian in, as we've got the battle for...
Kian...
we've got 8th, 9th and 10th, all separated by less than a second.
Oh. Also,
head through the middle.
Yep, Kieran has gone in. Kieran has stayed out.
Yep, so that'll be crunch time. But Lorenz having the blowtorch put on him by Max Shepard. Max Shepard right behind him. Is he gonna have a look? Obviously, Lorenz and Mac on new tyres compared to Adam Crane.
Aiden Paulson in the pits.
Also in the pits as well.
Oh, Lorenz having the look at Adam Crane. Let's keep it calm here. You'll have a go at the DRS straight.
He's going to have to as well because Max Shepard will look to close and pass him quick smart. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Down the straight. Easy as you
like. Straight. Easy overtake. Will we see Mac do the same on Adam Crane? No. On this second DRS. Oh, but yes, because Adam Crane had a really big moment there of oversteer. And that's easy for Max Shepard. But he's right at the back of Lorenz.
Yes, go on Lorenz.
Right away. Will we see Kieran Chadwick going into the pits? He will. So a battle that we want to see here is Kieran Chadwick. Will he come out? What will he come out comparing to Kean White and Sam Carpenter as well? You want to see Sam Carpenter just coming down the straight.
Oh, this will be very.
This will be very close. Sam has got Kieran, maybe.
Sam's jumped Kian for
Yeah,
sure.
he has jumped Kieran because Kieran had that moment. But I thought Sam had Kieran as well. He just slots behind, but will he go around the outside? No, he will stay back. He will not make the same mistake as Davison. He will keep his distance. That's unfortunate. He thought he had maybe had a shot to jump Kieran there with that undercut.
Ooh, he's going to try and orchestrate a move here.
Yep.
Oh, Kieran's all over the
Kieran,
show.
oh my goodness. Oh, they make contact there. It was a bit of wheel banging. Yep. Oh, and Sam's out of the moment. Oh my goodness. Again, Carpenter having a moment, battling another driver. You can see how hard it is to make an overtake around this track. And all of this is just benefiting in the hands of Kian White. He's closing in. He's looking this ahead thinking, yes, battle a bit more. I'll close my gap and have a go. At the front, again, Jem and Craig Baxter. These two are just not letting each other go.
And Max Shepard's now ahead of Lorenz.
Yeah, Max Shepard had Lorenz has had a moment, I think. But,
yeah, I think he had it off. Yes,
yeah.
Yes, he is.
Let's go on board with Sam. Again on Kieran Chadwick. Let's see if he makes it done in his second DRS straight. It will not happen. Nope. Kieran keeping his own. And Kian just keeping his distance to the back. But really is the closest, like, the surprisingly closest battle has been the battle with the front. Obviously, we have had a couple of overtakes between the trio of Chadwick, Carpenter, and White. But this is just extraordinary between these two. It's similar to Austria, albeit the other way round. Again, we will see these two going into the pits again. Again, these two going into the pits.
They will battle out.
Yeah, they're mirroring every time.
We battle the pit stops here to see who can come out in front. Craig going into the super soft tyres now. Wow.
Super softs for Craig.
And super softs for Jem.
Super soft for Jem. They're going on super softs. Everybody else has gone on the softs, I think.
Yep. There's Scott Davidson also comes in for a set of softs.
Yep. He will fall back behind the trio of Chadwick, Carpenter, and White, so he will sit there in 6th, which I would think would be probably his finishing position.
Most likely, if he can keep it on the road.
But let's go back on board with Craig Baxter. He's really putting the pressure on, but even having an off there, losing time. Oh my goodness.
Here comes Sam Carpenter on Kieran Chadwick.
Sam on Kieran for 3rd. This is for a podium position. Oh, these two are very close. The battle between the top two is close. Oh. Did he have a moment there? I might have missed that.
He had a big slide, but it was okay. He's kept it going.
Yeah. We're seeing these two battles. Whenever someone wants to, you know, get too close, it just doesn't go well for them. Craig's the same. Carpenter's the same. Davison's the same. It's just not working out. It doesn't stop them from trying. That's what racing's all about. We will stay on board with Carpenter. He will put the pressure on Chadwick. Coming into this DRS straight. Let's go on board with him. Will you have maybe go around the inside? No, the gap is too far behind. But we will have a second stint of DRS.
Have a look at the front battle here. It's almost down to 0.2 of a second.
Oh my goodness. Again,
these two going purple in basically every single sector.
Yeah. We are seeing these two just trade faster sectors after faster sectors. It is not letting each other go, but Jem is not budging. Jem is not budging. He is showing his sim racing experience. He can handle whatever pressure he's put upon his shoulders. But that's not stopping Craig either. He's really close.
I think if the gap is about 0.5 coming onto the main straight, Craig should be able to have a go.
Yeah,
he's got to
Lorenzo got a bit ahead of Max Shepard there, so Max Shepard having enough of himself. But back with these top two. Baxter on board with him. This battle will not let go. It's just going to be a constant just trading sector times between these two. I think Craig had a little lock up there, but it's not affected him too much. Sam Carpenter again as well. Maybe the gap is opening between him and Chadwick. Yep, you could see open. It's over a second now, so whatever strategy Sam Carpenter's trying to make for that third place is not going his way. Probably want to see what happens in that next set of stops. Probably in a few more laps before that happens.
Yeah, so Kian and Sam has closed up slightly, but now even that battle has started to
dissipate.
Yep.
As we can see definitely here, like the difficulties in overtaking for each of these cars around this track is just immense. Every time someone has tried to make it over, Davison early in the race with Carpenter didn't work well for him. Carpenter earlier with Chadwick didn't work well for him. Baxter's like not had any opportunity with Jem. That's just the nature of the Hungaroring.
Yes. Yes, it doesn't allow for any overtaking, really. Monaco without the barriers is what it's more.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a perfect description right there. It has dissipated. Even the battle we saw between Lorenz, Max Shepard, and Adam Crane has not as dissipated as well. Lorenz in 8th, comfortably in 8th. I think Max Shepard had an off earlier that allowed Lorenz to take the position. Aidan Paulson in 7th. He's on his own in the track. Davison, he's only 5 seconds behind, but saying like he won't factor in unless there's a major mistake between the cars ahead. Which who knows? Maybe someone will make another rash decision for an overtake. Could end the same way. But I think, yeah, the closest battle has got to be between the two leaders.
Yeah, they're just running quite close, but not close enough to actually make an overtake for Craig.
No. Just Jem is not budging. He's racing his own race. He's thinking he's on his own. He's not looking at the people who's behind him. He's keeping his cool, keeping his calm. With 10 laps to go, will he see this to the checkered flag? We shall see.
They'll probably have to pit again for another set of supers.
Yes.
To get them to the line, but
yes.
That'll probably.
This will be their 4th stop,
be
right?
The case. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they've all made 3 stops. And again, because Lorenz has gone into the pits, that will be his 4th stop. Will he put on a set of softs, I would imagine, to see him to the end of the race?
Well,
yes.
Possibly. Yeah,
yes. Yeah.
Possibly.
That will see him to the end of the race with 9 laps to go. So maybe very soon, the next couple of laps, we are seeing the final set of stops being undertaken. Maybe we'll see a final set of battles. Who knows? It just takes a bad stop from any of these cars, and the orders it flips right there.
Yeah, it really depends on how long they can take whatever tyre they're on at the moment. Because if they can't take it anymore, they'll pit now and put on a set of softs.
Yep, as we see that, Sam Carpenter in the pits, Kean White also in the pits. Sam, a decent stop, he puts on a set of softs. Yeah. So he's putting on softs to the end of the race.
If you go for 2 or 3 more laps, you can actually put on a set of
super softs.
Super softs, which has a big pace difference. And I think Kean has had a really poor getaway. He's down behind Aiden now.
Yeah.
So something must have happened for him.
Probably. He's not had a good stop. But yeah, both of them come out with a set of softs. Mac also in the pits. We will see maybe the cars that will come in later on, whether they go for super softs. Will they risk the super softs? Or Mac and Lorenz comfortably will take that
and even Adam Crane will come out ahead of Mac.
Adam Crane is on the super soft tyre. He will make another stop, so I would imagine. But Craig Baxter's in the pits. So he's gone in a stop early. He's made the stop earlier than Jem.
The undercut.
The undercut. Will we see it?
He mentioned, he's like, oh, if there was an opportunity, I would go for the undercut.
Well, it had like the previous 3 stops, they've gone in together, and it hasn't worked for him.
2. Who's that for?
Well, we're seeing Chadwick coming out of the pits himself.
Max Shepard's out of the race.
Oh, Max Shepard's out of the race. We were seeing Kieran Chadwick. He comes out and is comfortably headed. Oh!
It was an engine blow up for Max Shepard.
Oh no! Wow.
As Jem had to take evasive action there to actually avoid the smoking Vulcan.
I wanna stay with Jem because I want to see his pit stop. Because will that have cost him the race right there?
Mac,
we will see.
Up his engine. Right,
he comes into the pits right now. We are seeing now what that moment will do for him.
He's gonna have fresher tires in terms of.
Yep, he will have 1 lap fresher tires, but has he lost the race lead? We want to go on board with Craig Baxter.
I'll report on Craig. Craig's now coming onto the main straight.
Yep.
Past the start finish line.
Jem's just coming out. He's going to take the lead. And that's the moment we were talking about. The undercut works. Whether Max engine blow factored in there, we do not know. But it works. Right there. The last stop. Craig plays his Joker cards. And he does it. The undercut has worked. And the gap is 2 seconds. What patience. He's underdone 32, 33 laps. Looking at the rear of Jem's car. Just biding his time. And then there's the last stop. He decides, yep, I'm going for the undercut. And it works. Whether Jem's moment with Mac may have factored in, I think it has, but who knows? The question will loom, had Jem not had that moment, will this have been...
Well, Jem has closed up 8-9 tenths in this so far.
Yeah, okay, we are getting ahead of ourselves. This is not over yet.
1.2.
This is not over yet.
He's closed up 1.2 seconds in this sector.
Oh, well, we're going on board with him because he's going to have DRS down this. And Craig, I think, went a bit wide in there, going in that final corner. Let's go.
Oh my.
Jem, having a go on Craig Baxter. Will he? Won't he? Will he? He won't, but oh my goodness. It's very close.
Second of DRS now into turn 3. Will he ever go into turn 3?
No.
No, but a big lockup.
Big lockup by Craig Baxter. Oh dear. We want to see how Craig Baxter handles his pressure. The pressure in his own. This is the first time he's leading the race.
Jem's now got to watch out because there'll be dirty air now.
Yep.
Until he gets back onto that main straight.
Yeah, this dirty air in the middle of the circuit, will it factor in as well? It's affected Craig all race. Will it affect Jem here now? Or will he fight through it? Who knows? I would imagine Scott Davison is yet to make his final... Yes, he is. He's yet to make his final stop. Unless he wants
struggling on a third of softs there.
Yeah. I don't want to say he's trying to go to the end on that. I don't think he will make it.
He's losing a lot of time if he is doing that.
Yeah, there's 5-6 laps left. I don't think that's going to work out if he is trying that. But let's go back on the battle for the lead. Jem again. He will have DRS down the straight. My goodness. Will he have a look down the inside here? He has a look. Oh, it's so close.
A little bit of tail happy there on the exit. That's going to hinder him.
And then we have Mac there holding the G motherfucking G in the chat, which the auto mod has flagged for the message being held for review. So sorry there, Mac. looking at this battle, this is just going to be a fight to the end between these two. I will say, you know, Jem seems to be handling the dirty air much better than Craig has.
Yeah, but this might, we don't know obviously the tyre wear between them.
Yep. Oh my goodness, Craig has had a moment there. He almost, bit of oversteer there, and that's really let Jem close up. He'll be under half a second coming into this DRS straight. We are still on board with Jem.
So yes, the undercut here works for Craig, but now here comes Jem.
Oh my goodness, will he close? Will he close? Will he close? Will he have a go? No, he's not having a go. Oh my!
Look here with DRS into turn 3 now. I think
another lockup by Craig.
Jem's move's going to have to be into turn 1.
Yep.
Maybe a Daniel Ricciardo style move.
Yep, he has to do that. I don't think the second DRS zone will work for anybody here. But
Craig a notoriously hard defender, so
yep,
he's got to watch out.
I want to stay with these two, but I also want to comment on Davison. I think he is trying to stay out to the end of the race on this set of softs. So he's trying to make the free stopper work. Will he or won't he? There's 4 laps to go, and the gap is 3 seconds to Chadwick. We shall see.
Kieran, though, much fresher tyres, will look to close up. He might get 4th.
Engine blue on lap 35. Fast left-hander. Jem isn't getting past. It's impossible to overtake. That's the comments from Mac.
Thank you, Ted, down the pit lane.
Thanks, Mac. Thanks for that. You know, thanks for the false opposites. But we will carry on because the gap is not as close as it was the previous 2. Oh my goodness, but he's gone late braking there. Was that back's at the moment? Oh my goodness.
Jem just seems so much more confident on the brakes compared to Craig.
But at the moment, Craig's holding his own, and I kind of didn't want to say it. I will probably have to agree with Mac there. I think Craig will just hold this out to the end. I do want to keep our eye on Davison. Can he keep this 3rd place? His tyres must be in shreds.
Ted's telling us that Scott's going to the end.
Yep.
So he's got to watch out for Kieran, who will be looking to close up.
But he's not closing up as much as I thought, to be honest.
Oh, but Scott is all over the place, squirming everywhere. But here comes Jem again.
Jem again, but oh my goodness, this is just it just seems impossible for Jem. It seemed impossible for Craig early in the race, and it's looking the same way.
Much better exit for Jem there.
Yeah. Will he have a moment of late braking? He does. Craig holds his own. It looks like, a bit of lock up there from Craig, but it doesn't affect him. Again! Oh my goodness. They're throwing these tyres to the end, these two.
So this is the penultimate lap now of the race.
Yeah, this is the penultimate lap. The battle between these two. Oh my god.
The tyres are probably dying now.
Yeah, but again, Craig is locking up all over the place. Oh my god.
Walking wounded.
Yeah. Do you want to have a glimpse back on Davison? He's holding this very good, but his tyres must be in shreds. The gap is just about a second and a half. Yeah, Kieran Chadwick. He's closing in, but 2 laps to go. Is it too late?
Here comes Jem as they're going to come on to start the final lap of the race.
Yeah, this will be starting the final lap.
Close up big time. Oh, he has as well, because Craig's had a big snap of oversteer.
You would think this is his last chance. You would think this is his last chance to do anything. Anything. He has to do something.
Here we go. Last lap of the
race. Lap of the race. On board with Jem. Will he have a go? Oh! Did he make contact? Oh my god! There might have been some slight contact. Jem did go for the late braking, but it's not worked out for him. Oh no! Jem, that may be his last opportunity to win this race gone. The undercut by Baxter seems to have worked. Whatever pace difference there's been afterwards, it doesn't seem to matter. But back with Dave.
Just gotta hope for a mistake here.
Oh, Davison almost had a spin there. Then Chadwick's right at the back of him. This would be the battle for third place. Can Davison hold on? Can he hold on to the end? These two are so close. Davison's tyres must be in bits.
Craig has spun! Craig spun!
Craig spun! Oh no! I missed. No! Craig spun right at the end! I can't believe it! I was swapping between the two. Between this battle and the battle for third place. And would you believe it? Right at the end! Jem takes the win! I do not believe what I've witnessed. Oh no! For Scott Davidson, third place. I was swapping between these two battles and I missed the spin between Craig. He must be heartbroken. It was going so well for him.
He looked like he just locked the tires, locked the rears into the, I believe it's the right hand.
Yeah.
But here
comes Kieran Chadwick. But Davidson's gonna hold on. He's gonna hold on for a massive third place after it looked like his move with Carpenter cost him dearly. He decided against going for a fourth stop. And that has paid off. He takes the final podium position. But what must be in the mind of Craig Baxter? He's thrown it away. And there you have Jem doing the donuts there. He must be delighted after for any chance of going for the win there is gone. And right at the end, he waited. Like I said, any mistake here could cost dearly from anyone. We had to wait 41 laps for a mistake, but it came from Craig Baxter. Oh my God. Adam Crane.
Here comes Lorenz. 8 for Lorenz.
8 for Lorenz. Adam Crane comes home in 9th. He's the last car to take the checkered flag. Obviously, Matt Shepard having a DNF will take the 10th spot. I don't know if that will be enough for some points. We will see at the end, but
only 33 laps.
Yeah, it will not be enough to classify. But how on earth did that happen? I do not believe it. I just don't believe it. If we're doing race interviews, we need the top 2. We need them.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if Craig wants to. All right. If we're doing interviews, we'll get Jem in here first.
Yep. Okay.
We'll get Jem in here first. Holy Jesus! What was the chat's reaction to that bottle for Max saying the bottle? No way. Hello there, Kian. You managed to finish a solid 6th. That was good for you. But we got Jem. Oh my goodness, Jem. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I missed it. Zach caught it, but I missed it. I was swapping between the battle between you two and the battle for third between Davis and Chadwick. So I was flipping the two, and I missed the moment that Craig spun ahead of you. What was your reaction to that?
I mean, I was kind of surprised because, I mean, 2 laps to go or 3 laps to go, I realized that Craig's tires were dying because, I mean, he tried to take, I think, the super sauce for 9 laps, and the max was going to be 8 laps. So my entire strategy when I saw him undercut was, I mean, I'm not going to overtake this guy with DRS, so I'm just going to push this guy. So we did, like, I don't know, I pushed every lap, and I made him push every lap so I don't overtake him. And then I think he just killed his tires with me, but I had 1 lap pressure tires, so in the end he just flat spoiled his tires, and I think he was just about to get a puncture, so he just couldn't control the car. Made a small mistake, and that was my only chance, and yeah.
Yeah, we did comment that when once Craig made his last stop a lap earlier than you did. When you saw that he had managed to get the undercut done, I don't know if you had a moment there with Mac when Mac's engine blew. Maybe that contributed. But once you saw Craig coming out ahead of you in that final stop, did you think that was all over?
It's never over. It's until the last lap, like we've seen. But when Mac kind of threw me off because his engine exploded and he was right on the outside, so I couldn't extend that corner to I couldn't let the car roll out, so I kind of lost a bit of time. But I mean, the perfect lap, like it was a perfect undercut for Craig. So I mean, as soon as I see him undercut me, I knew he was gonna get in front of me. So I said, okay, let's just forget about it. Let's just make him push and kill his tires. So maybe we'll get him in the last few laps, and that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah. Well, Zach, any words?
No, well, yeah, he's summarised it perfectly. Just had to finish the race, and obviously Craig locking the. I think he locked the rears, I believe, into the right-hander. And that spun him round.
And that was my one and only chance. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were like trying to be optimistic when, you know, even with Craig doing it again on you, and those last couple of laps, Chem doing it on you, you were doing it on Baxter, on Craig Baxter. You know, just trying every lap, every lap, getting that DRS straight, but you'd think it was
not enough.
Yeah, it was just impossible through there.
I was trying with the like braking points because I think I was braking quite a bit later than him, but I mean, trying to dive bomb would be too.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be like logical in the end because I'm gonna get second, but if we crash, then we're gonna DNF. So, I mean, it was important to just keep it clean at the same time and not take too many risks. So
Yeah.
I tried a little bit under braking, and it was just not enough. And because on the last corner, he was just getting a lot of good run on me because, I mean, the last corner is quite slow. It's like a mid-speed corner though, and you get a lot of dirty air. So I had no chance to actually get close to him and get a run on him. So it was never really possible for me to overtake him in the turn one unless I dive bombed him.
Yeah, we saw in that last lap, we say like you were gonna do like a properly late break dive bomb right there. We saw. Did you make slight contact with Craig? We saw that maybe you may have put your front wing right on his rear.
I think I had like the slightest contact with him, but it was fine. I mean, it was not even. It was like super close, and we may have made a small contact. I think Craig told me, "Oh, that was a love tap," but it was nothing important, so it was lucky. It was all calculated.
All calculated indeed. All right, thank you very much, Craig. Congratulations on that spectacular win right there.
Thank you.
You go and enjoy it.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for the commentary.
No problem. Okay, I don't know if this will happen. I do want to get Craig in. I do want to get Craig back, so I don't know. We will try. Let's try. We can try for it. If you don't, then I understand. But let's see.
Yep, he's here. Craig.
Hello.
Oh wow! I can't even begin.
No. I not to interrupt or anything, but I'm not sad about it. So.
All right.
It was like the super softs, the tire wear on the super softs was just like it was really bad. So the only chance I had to overtake Jem was undercut, and that was just way too many laps on the supers, like one lap too much at the end. So they were complete. Even on the previous lap, I almost spun at the exact same corner.
Yeah, we saw that. But when you got that undercut done, did you think that was the race win for you? Do you think you just got that done?
Not really, because the thing was Jem, all through practice, all during the week, he's always been 1 or 2 tenths faster than me in quali fuel. So the more the fuel went down and down and down, the faster he would get, and he's amazing in the middle sector in comparison to me. So he was just gonna close and close and close, and I knew, as long as I kept it straight, I could have beat him, but
yeah,
just one lap too long.
Yeah, we saw every like other than the last pit stop, every pit stop you seem to have the edge on pace compared to Jem. Once the tires were near the end of their lives,
Exactly what I reckon. That's exactly what I realised as well. So that's why I think it was the penultimate stint where I tried something different and I just pushed from the beginning. But that didn't work either, so I just went for the undercut. But at the end of the stint, I was always quicker than him for some reason, and then it was dirty air. You just couldn't overtake.
Yep. Zach, any words?
No. Well done on second place, but still got the championship lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it was a good race though. That it got to have been exciting, and at least it's got an exciting finish, unlike Austria.
It was a very exciting finish, but I'm don't want to say that I didn't catch your moment spinning.
I already heard that you didn't.
No, because I was swapping between you two and the battle for third, so because it was closing in, so I just missed it. But
yeah, I don't even think he was even that close to me going into the corner. It's just
but commiserations, Craig. But you got the second place. You still have the championship lead, so yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for the stream.
No problem.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right. So last interview, I think we want to get Scott Davison in, because he's. Let's see if we get him in. Probably like we did the same last week, and it didn't happen. Let's hope we get in.
He ran away.
He ran away too quickly. But we do want to make a comment on that third place. It won't let me. How do you need someone to drag him in?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We have Scott Davison, who was our final podium finisher. He finished third. I do want to talk about your decision at the end. Staying out on that last set, not choosing to make that fourth stop. Was that a calculated decision, or did you just decide, I'm in third place now, I'm just going to go for it?
Essentially, I just had nothing to lose. After I had a spin with Sam earlier, it kind of compromised my strategy, so it was all I could do to try and get in front, and in the end, I just about held on against Kieran.
Yeah, I did want to make that comment comment about your moment with Sam Carpenter. You really went, because you really went in there for an overtake. You didn't really want to pull out of that, and that kind of cost you in the end. Like, what were your thoughts on that moment?
At the time, I was a bit angry because I felt like he didn't leave any room. But now, after watching some replays, I think it's more like 50-50. So, and at the end of the day, I still managed to get on the podium in the end, so it doesn't really matter in the end.
Nice. We saw, because we were flicking between the battle for the lead and your battle at the end with Kieran. Those tyres must have been gone, just been finished. We were seeing you all over the place in that last lap.
Yeah, they were very good throughout that stint, but the last 2 laps, my tyres had just been destroyed, and it was just trying to keep them behind.
Yep. Zach, any more comments you want to add?
No, well, I was just going to talk about the tire wear itself. It seemed to be quite poor, especially around that track. Do you feel that was the case, Scott?
It was initially like very bad, but as the track rubbered in a bit more, the tire wear got much nicer. So in the last stint, my tire wear was so much better than previous stints. So, and obviously some drivers abuse their tires a bit more. Well, I took a more conservative strategy with my driving, like to make them go to the end. So they were okay. They were on the limit.
All right. Yeah, that's all we have for today. Thanks for joining us, Scott Davis, and congrats on the third place in the end.
Thank you.
No problem. Seeing those the thoughts from all 3 podium finishers after that. What a race in the end. We may not have viewed the same number of overtakes as maybe Silverstone did, but we saw massive battles all the way to the end.
Yeah, sort of bubbled away up until the point where we had that finale, obviously with Craig and Jem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the end, the kind of leader, the kind of lead battle that we wanted to see in Silverstone, that kind of taken away from us. We saw it here. Obviously, Craig's obviously made comments that is not really confident in Silverstone, but maybe better here. But we saw that right at the end. It's not over till it's over. Craig, right at the end.
I'm just gonna come in with something exciting for the next race after the summer break.
Okay.
Me and Jem are both gonna start from the back of the grid to put on more of a show, at least.
Okay.
The Belgian Grand Prix.
A bit more interesting.
All right, for Spa, you heard it here first. the two main guys will start from the back of the grid. We'll see how that affects the race going ahead. I don't think we'll do much, but but who knows? That's after the summer break. When is the Belgian Grand Prix?
We have a 4-week break. We come back on the 19th of August for the Belgian Grand Prix, around 12 of 18. So that'll be a thrilling race around Spa.
Yep. So 19th. I almost said 9th. 19th of August. Put that in your calendars. We will be back then. But until then, from me AF Nino, and from Zach, or Zesty Oranges, as you know him, we will end it here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us for this monumental race. Thank you for Zach for joining me in the commentary box.
Well, thank you.
And yeah, to everybody, to all our viewers, we shall bid you goodbye.